I'm like doing virtual blind dates, trying to do my job now. So this is kind of where we are in the pandemic. But thank you for.
Are you gonna call me again after? Are you?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how good your answers are. I think the question is, are you gonna call me again after? You know, small things go a long way. The players training in Black Lives Matter shirts this summer meant a great deal to a lot of people. What was your reaction to the reaction of that photo?
Well, there was many different reactions. There were people that were extraordinarily supportive, and then there were another segment of people that were very critical, which I think we can live with, and that's fine. It was led by the players, which I think is the most important part in the entire thing. It wasn't the organization saying, hey, you guys have to do this. This is the right thing to do. Because of who we are and the demographics of our team at that time being mostly white professional athletes and a very privileged group, including our staff, we needed to also take a stand and support the others in our organization and in our community. I thought that the support was great, and if we could change the minds of 1, 2, 3, or 1,000 people, that's great. But it was also very valuable for our staff and our players to see what the negative side is of it, so that we know a very tiny slice of what some people have lived their entire lives.
You have a Black player on the team currently, obviously, in Wayne. Being around him, has that afforded you the opportunity to have some of these conversations with him?
I think what we've tried to do is have the conversations with the group at large, Donnovan, and not put all of the pressure onto Wayne as the single Black player on the team, because that's a large burden for Wayne to carry, and we look at it as our responsibility to make a difference and not just put it all on Wayne to be doing everything in this arena every single day. We have to support him. We have to take how passionate Wayne is about it and use it positively. Having somebody as respected and established as Wayne and as loved as Wayne is by his teammates in the room is certainly a major benefit to our group as we look to continue to advance ourselves in this area.
The interesting thing is you specifically have a better chance at changing minds than me. There are people who just don't want to hear that message from me, but they might find it more palatable from you. So from you, what does the term Black Lives Matter mean?
It's an interesting question, Donnovan, and I think what it means to me is it means the realization that it's not just enough to say that I'm not racist, and that we have to be doing more openly to help Black, Indigenous, really anybody in our lives, in our community that faces any type of systemic barriers, systemic racism, or injustice. You talk to stakeholders at all levels. From your perspective, in what ways can the sport be better on this issue? I think to look at the NHL and say, you know, we need to flip the switch and open things up is missing the where the difference can really begun to be made, Donnovan. I think that can be with youth. If we can help create the game to represent better our entire country in terms of eliminating the barriers for people to get into playing the sport, that would be step one. Well, I really do appreciate how bullish you've been about being a voice for the voiceless. And so it matters to them more than probably so thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, Donnovan.